Rejection sucks, doesn't it? I've been rejected from a whole bunch of things. I've lost elections I've stood in, I got turned down for jobs, I got turned down for dates, I got turned down for going into nightclubs, I got turned down for going into bars, even though I wasn't drunk. Hey, the other day I got rejected for trying to get into my phone. That's how much rejection I get. Talking about elections, I was at my old student union the other day where they had their election results, and there was a whole bunch of candidates standing for all the positions, which is great for my students' union, but only one can win in each category, and for the people that lost, it's a real bummer. I should know, the year after I stood for Vice President Welshire and won, I stood for the President of the Students' Union and lost. Pretty badly. Well, not that badly, I came third out of about 9 candidates, but still, it's pretty bad for somebody who was an officer not to get re-elected. Probably worse than not even being elected in the first place. I was wretched for a little while afterwards. I was pragmatic. I realised that the person who won ran a fantastic campaign and was an absolute vote machine. But that doesn't mean that I was happy about it. And perhaps it would have been one of the worst things that would happen to me in my life. Whereas being a sabbatical officer at all was one of the best things that's happened to me in my life so far. But yeah, it felt pretty bad at the time. I was turned down for a job at a students' union. I'm not going to say which one, but they're a pretty good students' union and I have absolutely no animosity towards them whatsoever. But the interview went so well, I was thinking, this is great. You know, I'm definitely going to get the job. They were happy with me. They said you were fantastic, the best candidate you had so far, and they only had a couple of people to see. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the other 2 people was better. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? It's a bit annoying when you're pretty good, but someone's a little bit better. A little bit better. That's rejection. You have to deal with it. I mean, I was crushed at the time. I really wanted to work there as well, you know, and being so close, but yet so far away. Ugh. And then, of course, there's the rejection that many people have found. That's rejection in relationships. I've asked a few girls out. They've all been lovely. None of them have told me to fuck off. Can I swear on this channel? It's my channel. Apparently you can swear on my channel. None of them have told me to go away. But there was one girl in particular, back when I was a teenager, who I had a massive emotional attachment to. It was infatuation, it wasn't love, but it lasted a long time. A long time. Turns out she was gay. That's not a joke, she actually was. In the end, I accepted that. But when you're 15, I learned a lot out of that experience actually. So as crushing as it was at the time when she finally told me, I've learned so much about rejection and how to deal with it throughout the rest of my life. Then I have to thank her for being gay, I suppose. But you see, rejection sucks. But you can't win at everything. And you got to learn to deal with it. So perhaps if you're one of the people that have just lost an election in your students' union, or you've just been told no by somebody who you fancied for ages, or you've just been rejected from that dream job that you wanted, don't worry, you'll get over it. And life will get better. You'll find something and you'll win. And you'll be elated and it'll be the best thing that's ever happened to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.